There's no realms to idiocy. There's no bounds to it. Sorry, not realms. I mean, do you know what my favourite saying is? It's Cummer time here, right? And it is prime Cummer time now. France, mid-August in France, just before the Parisians go back. So they're all frantic to get more holiday in before they go back. Do you know the most said words in my car? You know what they are?
I can imagine.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
What? What? No. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Well, hello, Con. You should. I'm sure Gary can misplace the Corey car park, the car park in the front there.
Gary.
It's full dairy car park. It's full of caravans, isn't it? And motorhomes and day vans and all sorts now.
I'm not talking about the motorhomes. I'm talking about the cars. And today there's like a huge open braderie market type place, you know, where everybody sells their clothes cheaper and everything. And I had to go down to town, down to the village, to get some tobacco. And I thought, I took the car down because I wanted to go somewhere else afterwards. And I thought, I looked at my parking space and there's no parking spaces in the whole of the road. And I had to go. So, and so off I went. Like I thought, I'm going to be buggered for a parking space coming back. But down in the village, it was, you know, imagine Mumbles on a huge bank holiday with a market in it and everything.
Yeah.
And thousands of comers, but it was like that today. At one minute, I couldn't open the door because people were walking past the car. I couldn't open the door.
You shouldn't have parked on the pavement then, Con.
Well, I was on the pavement, actually. Right next to the bank. It's great.
Are they French cummers or are they international cummers?
Oh, everything. We get them all over here. We've got a world-class type of cummer over here, man.
I'll be over there in about a fortnight now.
Are you? Where are you going?
Bergerac.
Bloody hell, that's down the southwest. Down to Bordeaux country, is it?
What's in Bergerac? Is it? I don't know from.
Wine.
Bordeaux's on fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope the airport isn't.
Yeah. We've got real problems, haven't they?
Oh, with wildfires?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you fly from?
Bristol, Bordeaux, hour and 3/4, job done. Hire car the other side.
You've got the fire engines coming past you in a minute, haven't you? Or they're just gone?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Synchronized fire brigade watching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Be on this Langland Silver Surfers. Yes, he's coming. I can see him.
Should we want biscuit?
He's picking up biscuit.
On the way to get him off Middle Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. These boards have got a lot to answer for, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of accidents with them once the wind comes up, because people are out there today. There's no way they would have paddled back against the tide if it was a good old tide. And they were out there past Crab Con, and they were paddling around. It's nice and
Crab.
Yeah.
Dangerous times.
There's a lot of people, they think they can just go and buy. It's the same with anything. Anybody thinks they can get them, paddle out, and just it's all right because it'll come back in. But the only thing, they don't realise how much of a big kite they are on the board.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a breeze behind it and the tide, and they're gone. End of story.
Yeah.
They're quite cheap now, aren't they?
Yeah.
The blow-up ones.
Relative to what they were, yeah.
Yeah.
You get, they're about $350, aren't they? You can get.
Or you can get them £35 in Asda.
Yeah.
In Aldi.
Yeah. But isn't that bin line as well together?
Really reliable, yeah.
Wonder if you could trust them.
Well,
I
yeah,
would.
the paddles can't be up to much.
They bend really nicely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see them on the shoreline quite often now, half a paddle. It's, I don't know what they make them of. They're not aluminium though. They're just sort of some cheap metal because they rust within a week
Yeah.
where the joint is.
That's only because you put them in the water. They wouldn't rust if you didn't put them in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the answer, isn't it? Yeah.
It was like I was talking to someone in the week, and we were talking about the record time for getting from Langland to Langland, and I said it was you, Gary, who had that.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Good old days.
Is it Morris Cooper you had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if it's the time you're thinking about, it's the time I had a bit of a go with. I can't remember his name. He had a Savage Ford Anglia, 3-liter Anglia.
John. Is his name John?
John. Yes.
Yeah, I drove that. It was bestial.
It was too wicked to be legal on the road. It was just madness. My Mini got back faster. Don't know how he did that.
What was the time?
Not long.
Well, we're talking about 15 minutes.
Yeah, at least.
A little bit more than that, I think.
I think I got, with my dad's shooting break, I got about a 19 minutes with Morris Oxford.
See, you could do that at night, I think, but not in the day.
It was the night. And I know it's absolutely appalling and stupid, but I overtook him in Kilbrew Manor. Seriously, and it's only when you think of it afterwards, you think you really are a twat sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right if it's dark, because basically there's no cars coming.
Look, there's no headlights.
And there is room for 2 cars there.
So it's quite a sensible thing to do, actually, Gary.
Yeah.
You're not as mad as you thought you were.
No. I was funny enough. I was banned just after it, but they were.
Oh God! Yeah, talking about that John and his Anglia. I remember he wanted Gary had just bought a red Mini. I can't remember what sort of a Mini it was, but it used to go along quite nicely anyway. And Gary had his learner's permit, learner's license.
Oh, provisional.
Someone to sit in him, and I had my car, which we're going to sleep in. Was it? No, it wasn't at all. Yeah, so somebody had to sit in with him. So I was in with John in his Anglia. So then I don't know who was in with Gary. It might be me. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a confused story, so I'll start again. So we were down in Pembroke going to the Welsh, and there was me and Gary in his Mini, that's it, and John in his Anglia. So we stopped up a piss, as one does, and John said, "Oh, Gary, I'd love to have a go driving your Mini." He said, all right, and I can't drive your car. So I drove John's Anglia after that. So we're going along at a few rates and knots, and I'm not used to this, like that, going backwards. And in fact, John crashed Gary's Mini into the wall in, what's it called? Is it White Sands or something like that? There's a little low wall or something. He went straight into the wall. So, fuck. So then he had to say it was Gary who was driving, because it wasn't John who was driving, it was Gary. Then for his parents, for the insurance and everything like that, it was the right piece. So we all ended up. Yeah, it was Gary driving. It was a big fox run across the road. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Idris, if you're listening to this, don't.
I had a funny question last night, Dave. You like this?
Oh,
police boxer used to be, well, by your shop, I think, wasn't it? By your first
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to somebody, I said, I used to be there opposite the captain's cabin. I said, where Dave Fryer's surf shop. He said, oh, yeah, I remember Dave Fryer. He had the surf shop. I said, that's right, yeah. I just told you that.
Catching on.
Yeah. And he said, oh, did he used to surf then?
What do you say? No.
Not much.
I did. I gotta say, I said, I'm not sure. I said, what do you reckon? And he would say, well, I suppose if he sold surfboards, he probably surfed a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just
But it's just that he was never into surfing, so he had no clue.
no.
Didn't sound like it.
No.
Yeah. He talked about squash. He was into squash. So talk about squash, he was quite happy with that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There we are.
That was a good shop, though, wasn't it? That was your first shop was with a police box, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. First, yeah.
Yeah. But you moved around quite a bit, didn't you?
I did, didn't I? Yes. Yeah, because I was there. Then I above Davis and Baker's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then Chapel Street, and then down the front.
Did Roger Cooper take that over after you?
No,
Above the
Robin
Bakers.
Bramall.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because Roger Cooper had was it? No, it wasn't. It was Tim Eland who had the island, the thing.
Yeah, the one up. Yeah, on the.
That was Tim
corner
Eland
of
with
the
Tiki,
Duns.
wasn't it? With Johnny K. Becker's working there.
Yeah,
Was it the wool shop afterwards or something like that?
that's right. Yeah.
Is Tiki still going now?
Mm-hmm. Tim Eland just retired, and his son wasn't too enthused. I think, if I'm right, his son wasn't too enthusiastic about running it. He was okay doing the shaping, but he didn't want to run it. Then I think his daughter came into it then, and
Yeah, she was running the shop anyway, wasn't she?
yeah, so she
Yeah.
got to help out, and I think they kept it in the Heelan family anyway. And
So where are they?
down in
Braunton. Yeah.
Braunton, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
He was a funny guy,
It was
wasn't
sold
he?
quite recently, Tiki, though.
Huh?
Am I making that up, or did I think it was sold quite recently? Within,
Yeah,
within-
I think you're right. Yeah, the guy has bought it.
Ah,
Oh,
no.
right. Could have done.
Somebody has bought the Tiki name.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the shop is still in the family. I think, as far as I know. But I haven't heard anything.
I show my ignorance now then, but is Tiki just in the UK?
Yeah.
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 It used to be, well, they started off in Wales, in Abergavenny.
Abergavenny, yeah.
Imagine, it's 1960.
Seven?
Was it
Or
7
six?
before that even, I think?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
surfboard factory in Wales up in Abergavenny. I mean, what the...
Yeah.
Amazing, huh? It always amazed me. I always had a surfboard factory in Abergavenny.
One of the Reese boys in the Duns used to make boards and he called them Tiki, didn't he? Though. That was nothing to do with those, though, was it?
No. Jake and Les, isn't it?
That's it,
yeah. 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 They were making boards. Just when I came up in '68, they were still making a few boards then, but
they were fairly brutal, though, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, it's a good way of putting it. Yeah,
they were blank. They were blanks with the glass on.
Yeah,
Not far off.
Yeah.
What does Tiki mean? I probably should know this, but I don't.
It's those monuments on the Easter Island, isn't it?
Are they called Tikis, are
They're called
No, they call them Moais.
They're called
Tiki is like a talisman type rock or
Yeah.
something. And they use them on, you have a Tiki on your dangling on your neck. Like a St. Christopher Polynesian.
Not like me. I got a Dicky Tiki.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
You need a big board to have one of those bloody heads round your neck, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see I've learned something today.
Yeah, we are.
I'm sure I must have known that somewhere, but
Yeah, of course.
I without doubt you would have woken up, if you hadn't found that out, you would have woken up about 4 o'clock in the morning. Tiki, I've got it.
No, I would have gone Google.
Yeah.
Tiki me.
Alexa, what's tiki?
Oh, don't say that word, Con. They all wake up.
Yeah.
I was expecting mine to do it just with you.
I got Siri here as well.
It must be terrible.
Must be all having a nap.
With anybody with that name, Alexa, and then suddenly they all wake up everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a firm called Two Seasons bought Tiki.
That's
Seasons.
He worth something. I can't remember his name.
Two seasons.
Yeah, big clothing brand.
Right, okay.
So were they more doing clothing and surfboards then recently, or what?
I think they're going to keep the same sort of stock and keep the same ethos.
Yeah, they made their own boards and wetsuits, and then they imported clothing,
Right.
and they imported some boards as well from the States.
You got to get your templates from somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah. Pleased to do that. Oh God.
There's not much surfing going on now, Con, is there? I haven't seen much on television or anything.
Well, Chops is on. It's on hold now. It'll swell come in Thursday, Friday. It's going to be double overhead. But tomorrow they start in the trials. It's at Tiapo Chops or End of the Land or whatever. Taupu.
That's good when it's good, but it's not good when it's bad.
Oh, it's always good. It's bad. It's bad, It's great when you make the waves, I suppose. Yeah. So they just had a code red swell, a double code red swell for it, and this time they didn't let any boats go out. So all the surfers were there on jet skis, and there was only, I think, 3 or 4, 5 maximum people filming and stuff. So there's hardly any reportage of the code red, and apparently the stuff that was honking, really honking, they didn't get on film. The best rides they didn't get on film, and that was the Indonesian. The Tahitian government saying no boats out of harbour at all. It's code red swell. Nobody goes out, and they were even fining jet skis when they came in.
Blimey.
You might ask how I know all that.
One of the things with competition
How do you know that?
is that the one that's got priority seems to take the priority limits seem to be too long to me. I think you should have to catch a wave after 5 minutes being on priority. It's just,
No. The priority is exactly what it says. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing.
Yeah, but they rely on it so much now. It's half the time they're just sitting there, aren't they?
Yeah, They just because that is the way the strategy of the heats go. If it's you surfing, like it was a contest at Padang last week, and the sets were every 10 minutes, which is So you get a wave and you got priority. You're not going to ride a 4-foot wave, and you need an 8-foot wave at minimum. So you're just going to sit there with priority and wait for that 8-foot wave. Although waves come in, but then the waves they don't take, anybody else can take. Or if he thinks the person underneath him can gain more points by having a wave that he was maybe thinking of, maybe not, the guy can sell him the wave, by paddling for it in front of him like that. So the guy's going to go, oh, fuck, he's going to take that wave. My God, I'll have to have it, stop it and block in him.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's not good entertainment value for people watching it. And that's the thing that I think they're missing out on, that they're really there as entertainers as much as anything. If they don't entertain, then they're not going to get people watching it.
I don't know. Have you watched the Talo Ferreira stuff?
Well, some great. Recently I've been watching some of it, and some of the women, which are better than the men, I reckon, to watch. Yeah. But I just found it a little bit sort of staged.
It's a bit like women's soccer is entertaining.
Yeah, it's much more entertaining.
In fact, more entertaining than men.
And don't mention beach volleyball.
I know. Yeah.
You can mention it. Biscuit's not here, so it's okay to mention anything. Yeah.
My grandson's just come home from Blackpool after seeing the Swans.
Oh.
He said it was brilliant.
Didn't the Swansea playing, were they?
Yeah, they beat Blackpool 1-0 up in Blackpool.
Right. It's going to be happy then.
That's a long old journey.
Yeah. We left at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Just come back now.
Yeah. What's that? Bus?
No. They went in a car, 4 of them.
All right. Good luck to them.
Stayed in a couple of Airbnb, so they're suffering now.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, at least they have a good night out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if people do that generally now. You don't seem to see people in Swansea when there's football going on. People staying around.
There were about 1,500 Swans fans up there.
Yeah.
It's good showing, isn't
it? I used to go to a lot of them, to be honest, but I must admit, I lost interest in it, to be honest.
As soon as the Americans took over, you got out, did you?
Sorry?
I said, as soon as the Americans took over, you got out.
No. Well, because my nephew's the kit man there, so I used to sort of get in. I used to have good seats.
Oh, right.
But I just lost interest. I mean, it was nice in the Premier League, to be honest.
Yeah, I went to a few, yeah.
That wasn't because of the Swans, that's because of the teams you were playing against, really.
Yeah.
Although the Swans did play some really good football for two seasons, but
they were playing very controlled football, wasn't they?
Yeah,
very good, fast passing.
Yeah, but they've been on a steady decline since. I don't know. I think since Martinez left, to be honest. But that is what it is, isn't it? Swansea are always destined to be a lower league club, I think.
Yeah.
The money's just not there.
Well, the money's there, but they're taking it out, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They keep saying that the shareholders haven't been paid any dividends. So
No.
I don't know. It's once the supporters, I forget, not supporters club, I forget what they call it now, supporters club, whatever it is, take over. I think that'll be better off because they've got quite a lot of shares now in the club, haven't they?
Yeah, but they got to get rid of the Americans, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't work, did it?
Right. They whatever happens, they're going to be about £12 million light somewhere along the way.
But Di Robertson rang us when it was all going on with the Americans, and they were advertising to join the syndicate to buy Swansea in America as a way of making quick money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were getting people to invest in the syndicate, you know.
And as it happened, it was probably a good idea if they'd done it a year earlier, when they were on the top sort of thing. But the problem is they didn't get. I don't know. They must have got money back out of it, but because they had all these parachute payments, which are a huge amount of money, really.
Yeah.
It was about 30 million, I think, the first year. And you don't need that sort of money anymore. But Swans have been pretending, I think, to be a big time team now for far too long.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Well, the thing is, they were selling all their assets, weren't they?
But
Yeah.
But there again, players want to leave
move on.
Swans.
Yeah.
If they got a chance to go and to play, look at the number of players that have gone with only one season left in their legs to go and play for Chelsea or Man City or whatever, and just sit on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but I think the classic was Boney. Boney went to Man City, didn't he? And sat on the bench apart from 2 games, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
But they all do it. I mean, I was hoping Angle was going to come back and be manager. To be honest, I think he'd be the best thing Swansea could have as a manager.
Yeah.
He's got passion. He loves the club.
Yeah.
But
he won't.
I'm not even sure where he is now. I thought he was still living here, but probably he's moved.
I don't know.
Well,
I'll find out by next week.
I thought his kids were in Bishopston School, but I've not really paid much attention.
No, I'll find out.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see Wales in the World Cup in November, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we don't get knocked out in the semi-finals again. That was a disaster, that was.
Yeah.
That far again, Con.
Oh, God, man. I was on top. One time I was on top of it in France. I was giving them shit, you know. I got fucking, oh, shit. Never mind. Next time, I said next time. So there we go.
Getting out of the qualifying group is the best they should be achieving.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're coming down to seconds left now, boys. Are you coming back later on, or
anybody coming back?
No, I won't come back. Yeah.
Right.
No,
I got to shoot.
Okay, then. We'll call it a night there, then, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, right? When I post you Langland Silver Surfers, share it. Just share it now on your timeline, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
And can everybody wave?
bye.
Bye! The customary wave.
Bye.
It could become a trademark, you never know.